Hello class, my name is Matthew Medvey and this is my BSAB 450 9.3 activity discussion. So, concerning the future of airline and airport marketing. For this assignment, we're given the statement, we learned how technology will affect the future of airlines and airport marketing. In particular, the use of electronic forms of communication will reduce the amount of business class travel and will significantly worsen airlines' vulnerability to downsizing periods in the trade cycle. And do we agree or do we not agree with this statement? Personally, I completely agree with this statement. We can all agree that air travel will always be required, or I should say business air travel will always be required to some degree. However, personally, just over the course of the last 10 years or so, I have witnessed business class travel frequency continuously decreasing. So as far as personal examples, my dad works for one of the largest aerospace companies in the world, and I can remember being a kid and he would travel to various areas on business very frequently. He used to travel on business out of town at least once a week. I talked to him recently, and he thinks he travels out of town about maybe 2 or 3 times a year when making a physical appearance is absolutely necessary. I asked him why he travels so much less recently, and he said that he mostly utilizes online conference calls with customers or video calls, and he also said the company he works for significantly reduced their business jet fleet as well as their business travel budget. So fast forward a few years, and now I also work for a very large aerospace company. I've been working in the industry for about 5 years now, and I've only traveled out of town on business 5 years to date. So a lot less than what it used to be like with my dad. But all the more senior people I work with always bring up how much less they have to travel because of online conference calls, emails, and video calls. The need to make an appearance in person is just not as needed as it used to be. This trend is saving businesses money in an increasingly competitive business world, so you can bet that most businesses will travel this, or most businesses will follow this if it's going to save them money and still getting the job done. So Silicon Valley business travel impact. According to CNES, Silicon Valley companies have been leading the way with replacing expensive air travel with cheaper video conferencing. As examples, Cisco trimmed its own travel budget from $740 million to $240 million, so more than half, pretty significant. AMD executive Linda Starr went from logging 1 million air miles per year to just 100,000. That's big. Huge reduction. Finally, Hewlett Packard cut travel expenses by 30% from last year, and they're looking to do it again this year. So this trend is because higher quality video and audio, enhanced sound, and a lack of noticeable delays are making the current generation of corporate conferencing an effective substitution for face-to-face meetings. So in conclusion, it'll be interesting to observe what the business travel industry consists of in the next 5 to 10 years because it's already changed so much. Those are the reference that I used, and well, all right class, have a good night and good luck with the conclusion of the course.